George Clooney and I have so much in common. Like, we have been to Lake Como. We're essentially best friends. So if you're looking to visit one of the most spectacular lakes in the world, you are not going to want to miss this video. Let's start the adventure. I'm currently in Milan and we'll be making our way to Lake Como by train.
Let's go find some espresso. That bed was so comfy.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't hurt at all.
It's a beautiful morning in Milan.
So the best way to get to Como is from Milan, and it's about an hour train ride.
Train station here. We're just grabbing some coffee first. Coffee.
We just arrived into Milan the night before, and so we're a little tired, so all we think about is coffee. And look at that, these two beautiful pistachio croissants greeting us this beautiful morning in Milan.
€6. Easy.
If you're not doing croissants and espresso in the morning, you are doing something wrong.
It was a nice little stop in Milan, but now we're off to Lake Como.
And I mean, look at this train station.
It's a very pretty train station in Milan. There's definitely something about a European train station. It just hits a little differently than in the US.
What a great first train station to start our journey on.
Our train just arrived. First class, I think.
First class is literally only like $10 to $20 more, so I highly recommend if you can afford it, because yeah, why not?
Apparently I'm a train YouTuber now.
Calling you out, Downey Live. Big fan, by the way. Collab one day? And all jokes aside, I will not be doing a train review, but it was a very comfortable and easygoing train ride. And I just want to say, I know we haven't made it to Lake Como yet, but please, if you can watch the video to the end, it really helps the algorithm, so thank you so much. The views of this hour-long train ride were pretty meh, but once you get to Lake Como, bam! The views are great.
We made it to Como.
And when I got off the train, there was only one thing I was thinking about.
We gotta go find the lake. Where is it?
As we started walking, we knew we were somewhere special. So we made it to our hotel and she gave us a map and we started our day.
We in Como. Do it again.
We got in before 10 a.m. so we still had the day ahead of us.
The lake. You wanna go to the lake?
As I was walking around, I was still only thinking about one
We
thing.
need more espresso first.
But then it happened.
There it is.
After getting a quick glimpse, it was time to finish our mission of getting coffee. Yes, more lake to come soon. I mean, we're in Italy. We must indulge in espresso as much as we can, right? And here's an awkward moment of me wanting to film when my girlfriend talks to me. But mission accomplished. We got the espresso.
Living the dream. We live in the dream. We are recharged. Power level's over 9,000.
Next, we made our way to the ferry building to buy tickets for Menagio.
I forget to get video, but the line was super long, and essentially there's no express route to the way we're going, so it would take 2.5 hours on the ferry to get to our destination. So we need to find another way, so we're gonna go try this bus. See if it works.
And with no line, this was super easy.
All good? Grazie. Got 2 tickets to public transport, so let's do it. We scored the tickets. It was about €9 for 2 tickets to Menagio. Not bad, but it's a public bus, so I don't know what to expect, but hopefully it's somewhat nice. This is the bus. Now we wait.
Overall, it was a pretty easy experience, and I mean, a lot faster than the ferry line. There were a ton of spots, and the seats were comfortable. That's really all you can ask for. And as we left, we saw the line at the ferry building. It had to be a 2-hour wait.
Very long line.
And it wasn't long until we got to the lake. And the bus ride was actually super enjoyable, so if you can't get on the ferry, don't sweat it. Expect tunnels, cute little cities, and most importantly, great views of the lake. I mean, come on, look at it. Look at that. Tell me that ain't the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And just like that, we made it to Menagio.
We're arriving.
Glad.
We made it.
This is the first town that we're visiting outside of Lake Como, so I am super excited.
All we've had today is some croissants, so now we get a little food. Bon appetit. Is that French? Wrong country.
The area was super lively. There was music, restaurants, colored buildings, views of the mountain, and most importantly, views of the lake. So we made it to our restaurant. But first, let me explain the bus ride.
So they said the bus takes about 1 hour, but it actually took almost 2 hours. So just keep that in mind. The buses are maybe not so as prompt as you think they would be. So just remember that. It was still nonetheless a beautiful drive all around the lake. No complaints.
And with that, it's time to eat and drink, of course, because we're in Italy. So we started off with some prosciutto.
For the memories.
I was so craving meat, so I opted in for the chicken, and she opted in for the ravioli.
So, the place is kind of average. 66 euros, kind of a lot, but you know, you're in Lake Como, what else do you expect?
Just remember to listen to me because I am a food critic. I do have a Yelp, and well, I'm a wannabe travel influencer, so you must listen to me.
So I found this place called Quick Stone Bridge, and next to it says the hidden gem of Menaggio, but it has 0 reviews. But let's go check it out.
Hey, who wouldn't want to check out a place called Quick Stone Bridge?
This is the hidden gem.
So it seemed like just a little path that locals could take to get around town. Would I recommend it and say it's a hidden gem? Sure, why not? It was very easy to get to and it was pretty. But next it's time to explore more. So we made our way back to the lake to get some more views. And there was a small path that went down to the lake, so we had to take this opportunity to finally touch Lake Como.
It's actually not that cold.
I'll admit, the towns are pretty small, so there isn't a whole lot to do, but that shouldn't stop you. The views are great, the ambiance is amazing, and get some food, relax, and have a good time. Now it's time to get our ticket to get back to Lake Como. And we got lucky this time because there was no line.
We got the express one. We're 2 of 3 people that are only taking the express. No one else is. Everyone's taking the slow one. It was 29 euros for 2 people. A little pricey.
And with that, we embark on our first ferry ride at Lake Como. We grabbed a seat at the front of the boat, and now we finally get to relax after this long day. Look at those views.
That's for tomorrow. I look so dorky with this on. So we will say we're having a great time and this is awesome, but we're a little disappointed in the ferry system of Lake Como. It just seems a little inefficient. A lot of canceled boats, complicated, you need to wait in a lot of long lines. You can't just buy one main like express pass or all your express passes at once. And they have slow boats that generally take 2.5 hours to go to your destination. So it's a little complicated, but nonetheless, I think start early and you'll figure it out.
The express boat took about an hour, and before we knew it, we were back at Como.
Welcome back, and it's pouring.
It started raining a lot, but we were not going to let that ruin our day.
That was fun though. That was a good ride.
Yeah, good.
Well, this is me trying to explain to you guys how the ferry system works, but I think I can do it better over this voiceover. So, you could buy an all-day pass, but that's just for the standard boat. So, some of the locations could take 2.5 hours to get to. So, the best option is to get the express pass, which can cut that time down to an hour. You can only buy these express passes at the town's ferry building. So that means you have to buy one ticket to the town at Como, then when you get to the town, buy a ticket back to Como. The issue is you don't know if the lines are long or if it is sold out. Regardless, we made it back to Lake Como and it was time to get back to our hotel and get ready for the night.
Oh, construction.
So after the quick glow up, it was time to get some food. We haven't had pizza yet on this trip, so we were super excited.
I'm a tourist.
And I'm not trying to be overdramatic here, but it was really good.
Very good.
Now to walk off that pizza, it was time to take a little stroll around the town. And they had a beautiful church, and you guessed it, tons and tons and tons of shopping. I mean, it is Lake Como. And you can't be in Italy without getting gelato. So I asked for the employee's recommendation. He said buffalo milk gelato. It was fantastic. So it was getting late at this point. There isn't a ton of nightlife. All the shopping is closed, but nonetheless, it is so beautiful just to walk around and enjoy the beautiful night.
Late night in Como. No one wants to stroll around, but I do.
Later that night, I just could not go to sleep, probably from the jet lag. It was 4:30 in the morning, and I needed to find something to do.
Good morning. It's early in the morning. I've only slept 3 hours. Now what I think I'm gonna do is I actually found a bakery that's still open. They're open till about 1 p.m. So I'm sold. Como's supposed to be safe, right? Why not get an espresso and pastry at 4:30 in the morning? Let's rock and roll. It's very quiet. The streets are dead. Well, now there's a car, but the streets were dead.
There was no one around, and I was starting to get worried that Google Maps lied to me and that this place actually wasn't open.
I'm really hoping that this place is open. I have no idea. It said it was open on Google Maps. Nothing else was open, so I've just been walking in silence with the noise of just my shoes hitting the ground. And now I hear people. I think that's where the bakery is.
Finally, some noise in a lit up store. Hallelujah! It was popping and I got me an espresso.
We got the goods. I got focaccia, I guess, with cheese and meat in it. Hey, this place came in clutch. This is so good. Wow. This place is so clutch. How it's open so early, and it's actually, they're literally like bringing new bread out as I speak. Definitely if you're up at this time, this is the place to go to. This is the place to go to. Oh shit, wait. Alright, this is so good that I bought a second one just for my girlfriend. So I'm running back to the hotel. She might be asleep, she might not be, but either way I'm gonna wake her up because this is freaking delicious. I don't want it to go cold for her.
And it felt like the elevator was taking forever. It was almost back to deliver the goods.
She loved it. It was so good. It was so yummy. Why do sandwiches just hit so much harder in Europe than in the States? The bread was like amazing. Maybe I'm just being over dramatic right now, but like damn, it was pretty good.
So it was still super early, so I thought I would hit up the gym, do a little chest day. Got a little pump. It was great. And remember, if you're enjoying the video, please, please, please continue watching and hit that subscribe button. Thank you.
Hey. If you're looking for a gym, that's the place to go. Owner, super nice, open at 5 a.m. It was just me and him. He competes, gave me tons of tips. He's shredded, huge, jacked, everything, all the above. I think he placed 3rd in Italy nationals. Really awesome guy, really friendly, great gym. 25 euros for a day pass. A little pricey, but I say it's worth it if you want to get a workout in.
And with our post-gym sweat, it was time to take a little stroll to the ferry building.
So it's almost 7 in the morning. I'm gonna go to the ferry station and just check on how busy it is and probably buy the ferry tickets for the day. I heard the queue does get long right at opening, but it's Friday, 7 a.m. Let's go find out. I just see random people walking everywhere to make their way to a ferry line, but it actually doesn't look that bad right now. Hey, it's not that bad. Come at 7 a.m. that line alone that you saw took a half hour, and there's only one person giving tickets. And a ferry came, and so many people missed it who lined up at 7 with me. It's crazy.
And to celebrate the win of getting our ferry tickets, it was time to get espresso and croissants. And let me tell you, I wouldn't want to have it any other way. And finally, it's time for the event that I have been really looking forward to, and a name that I love saying. It was time for the funicular.
The funicular.
This is supposed to be a must thing to do in Lake Como, and I'm super excited because I am ready for some good views. But now I'm going to stop some voiceover so we can appreciate the funicular. And just like that, we made it to the top. The weather forecast was all over the place, but it was looking like it would be a beautiful day.
That was such a great view. Definitely make your way up here. Amazing views. Highly recommended.
Expect some more views like this one here. Next, we decided to do a 30-minute hike to the lighthouse. All uphill. And just to motivate ourselves, we had to think about all the great food and drinks that we'll be having later on this trip. And yes, the 30 minutes flew by and we made it to the lighthouse. If you have the time, it is well worth the hike, and of course, the lighthouse is accompanied by some more amazing views. Look at that.
10 out of 10. That was fun.
Yo, and when we left, look at this line. If you're trying to do the funicular, you have to go early. It was so bad that it was out the door.
Getting here early was the right move. So the group I'm with, they want to sit at a cafe, eat some bread, eat some cheese. I'm like, I need some meat in my life. Dooner it is. This is so dorky. Why do I keep on filming myself with this on? Let's go get some doona.
It's kind of funny, every kebab place in Italy seems to do kebab and pizza. But today we're gonna ignore the pizza and get some doner.
No idea what to expect, but let's give it a go.
And I was pretty impressed, it looked like a standard doner.
Let's go. Oh no. Chili oil, yogurt, extra meat. It's not bad for Como. It's really not bad. It's really good. Really spicy with the chili oil. This is the line now for the tickets to get on the ferry, but I was here at 7 a.m. to get us a ticket, so no need to wait in this line. That is insane. That is literally insane.
And now it's time to head to Bellagio. This is one of the must-see towns on Lake Como and one of the most crowded.
We made it to Bellagio. Beautiful.
This is definitely a highlight of Lake Como, and if you can make your way here, I highly recommend it. I mean, there is a lot of shopping, but it is a pretty little town. You can get food, you can grab drinks, you can relax. Nonetheless, the town's atmosphere did seem a lot more lively than Como.
It's a cute little city.
Just wander around the streets because you don't know what you're going to find, like some cute cats. Look at this guy. He is so cute.
If you like shopping, cobblestones, and getting your steps in for the day, Bellagio is a pretty nice city to do that in.
And with that, we'll finish Bellagio off with some views and some drinks.
So we were originally going to go to Verona, but the Express tends to sell out. So we could potentially be stranded over there on the other side of the lake. So essentially, if we got stranded there, it'd be very, 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 very difficult to get back to Como. I'll put up an image so you can see. So we decided to avoid that and just go back to Como from Bellagio. And if you miss the fast boat from Verona, it's a 3-hour ferry. That is not fun.
We bought our express tickets to get back to Como immediately upon arriving to Bellagio, so we were able to get it before it was sold out and just hop on right when it came by. And when we got back, it was finally time to eat some food. So in order to celebrate, we thought we would get some pasta and of course some Chianti wine. And then the main event, my favorite pasta, the carbonara, which was honestly quite incredible. Then the final event, the tiramisu. It was okay. I've had better tiramisu, but it was good. You should get it. And that concludes my trip to Lake Como. Thank you so much for watching. And with that, I would highly recommend you visit Lake Como. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out.